It's Friday the 10th of September 2021. This month is our new series looking at the mission on our doorstep and the call that God has given every Christian to be a missionary, to reach out and tell other people about the truth of Jesus and his death on the cross, the forgiveness for sins, the offer of a new life, and to share his love and goodness and faithfulness and all the other qualities which Jesus has that he wants us to share with people. And each one of us, if we are Christians, we have capacity within us from the kingdom of God within us to be able to do these things in the power of God's Spirit. And that's what we're looking at this week, community capacity. Every community of people in the world has the capacity to be so much better than it is. And we as Christians, we have this capacity within us, this potential within us of God's kingdom that we can share with others to help others and to help our communities become stronger. So we have the capacity for building communities. We have the capacity for compassion, which is a mark of a healthy community. And we have a capacity for confronting injustice, as we were thinking about yesterday. Again, another mark of God's kingdom of healthy communities. And fourthly, we have the capacity for including outcasts. Any community which is a good and healthy community and one that is the kingdom of God is a community that includes those that are outcast and on the margins. Luke chapter 19 verses 5 and 6. Jesus reached the spot and he looked up and said to the man in the tree, guess who? Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. And so he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. Zacchaeus, as you probably know from even your Sunday school days, was a tax collector and not very well liked by his own people. And Jesus came to him and spoke to him and had dinner at his house and included him in his life. He saw in Zacchaeus the capacity for so much more than he was doing. And Zacchaeus realized that he had been robbing people, and so he changed his life because Jesus included him, because Jesus reached out to him. How many people in our communities are outcast? Outcast in our families, or outcast in society, or the quieter people in our workplaces, or on the fringes, on the margins, the ones that are looked upon as the oddballs, or the different ones, or whatever. Maybe because of the colour of their skin, or because of their sexual orientation, or because of the way they look, or the way they dress, or there's so many reasons why people get outcast and marginalised. But Jesus reached out to everyone who was outcast and marginalised, and as Christians we can too. We have the capacity within us, because of God's kingdom and God's love and compassion, to be able to see past all the outward stuff and see the real person, see that person made in the image of God who has the potential, the capacity for so much more. And if we will include them in our worlds, if we will include them in our love and in our care, then just wait and see what effect that can have. It can have amazing effects in people's life, and I'm sure we've seen that. I'm sure you've probably felt that yourself when you have been included, when you have felt a bit on the outside. It makes such a difference. So may God bless you as you seek to include the outcasts and enable them to be all that God has called them to be. Speak to you again tomorrow.